Good morning. Is it up there? Down, low? No. Hey, good morning. Of course, it always seems like everything changes and get updates on YouTube and all the software. When you do this every day, things change. Hey, good morning. It's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. It is 7:37, which means we're like 2 hours later than normal. What are you going to do? What are you going to say? I don't know. Anyway, I'm Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. Talk about Scrum and Agile. In a practical and tactical way, so that I would say you can get home to your family and friends, but I'm going to reverse it so you can stop working or work efficiently at home so you can spend time with your family and friends and don't spend all day on the computer and stuck in your cave, right? Been there, done that. And bring value to your customer. So, even though we're in this time period, whether you're working on a shop that's closed or you're still working, you're working from home, bring some value, right? And work effectively and efficiently. And hopefully make the customer happy and have some fun along the way so we're not working so many hours, right? So a couple things today. It's a little late. I don't know. I try to blame Rennell Richards and his business in bourbon, drinking bourbon. Though my wife got on my case the other day because I drank a glass of wine or half a glass, and she's like, "You can't not. You have to drink it. You can't. There's not enough alcohol. They closed all the state stores in Pennsylvania. Don't waste alcohol." So I got a lecture from my wife because I didn't drink my whole glass of wine the other day. So I get to be a lightweight, but I think there is some bourbon in the house. I'll have to try that. Maybe I'll do that. Watch this show on LinkedIn later tonight. Anyway. A couple things. This will get well soon. I thought it would be nice as just looking around the house. Kids did a little get well card for the lady that works at their school, right? Good get well, Miss Maritatea, right? So they hope to get well. They didn't get a chance to give the cards to, but I don't think she has the coronavirus. I think she just may have to go in and get a procedure done. But everybody's with them get well. But for all those that do have the virus, I hope you get well soon. And hopefully we can all get back to work soon. And it was just an interesting day. Today's Wednesday. It's midday. This is our 261 episode. Yesterday we did the interview. I hope you all liked it. Get some feedback on that. I had fun. No matter what, it worked out for me because I had lots of fun meeting Habib and going through all and having that discussion with him. And I want to do it more often because it was just fun. It was fun meeting other people in Agile because we don't get to do the social interaction on our monthly things much more anyhow. So it was good. Today I want to talk about a couple things. I want to tell you a story. Tell you a little story yesterday. And then we'll talk about two things. I want to give you a powerful question that you can use. It was really good by Kate Lacey. I saw something and she had this question. And a lot of people do this stuff, but they don't know they're also a powerful kind of question from coaching. But she had a very powerful question, so I want to go over that. And then I want to talk about closing stories. So, yesterday I talked about the nice thing about Agile Coach and Agile Coach Danger Zone, and talked about that a little bit the other day because we were later than normal. And since we're 7:40, we're probably later than normal too. And but what was nice yesterday, one of those benefits of being a coach versus being a boss and being in charge of people, and being in charge of Scrum Masters. It was a real good engagement where the Scrum Master finally got some breakthrough, which we're hoping, knock on wood, that they got breakthrough with one of the team leads and the team leaders. And to say the organization is not the most agile organization. She was all excited because she finally got to a point where she, the person realized, because they're just overwhelmed. Sometimes it takes them to be overwhelmed before they realize it's okay for someone to help them. For her to help the team and help take over some stuff and really manage a Scrum team and help facilitate what they're doing. And so that was really nice. And so it was good. And she said one of the comments is just like we talked about yesterday. Sharing what's going on with me worked out good because I'm not the boss, and she doesn't want to talk bad about the team and how difficult it is and how rough it is. But coming to me as a coach, it was great. Someone she could talk to, share with how it's going, and not worry about being judged or having the team judge or say why isn't good, why isn't bad, and blah blah blah. You should be doing better, blah blah blah. So at that point in time, it was really nice being a coach because I got to be there for her and her coaching of her team and helping with the team and facilitating and being a servant leader of the team. She was just very happy she finally got to be a servant leader of the team. So I wanted to share that to you with you. And again, that goes like yesterday's show where I said the coaching danger zone where coaches become bosses of scrum masters, right? Yeah, it's a danger zone. So, okay. So let's talk about powerful question. So I was watching LinkedIn yesterday, and lady Kate Lacey, she's talking about meditation and stuff, which is always good, right? And I think I shared it. Um, she had a question, and I thought of it. One of the things I might start doing the show is from coaching. I might start sharing a powerful question and just kind of talk about the question. Why is it powerful? Maybe go back and forth. I don't know. So this is the question she said, and this is where she was talking about people who are down or getting depressed or negative thoughts or doing bad habits or going down a path that may be a bad. So this is what, and if you're upset, the question was, is this useful? It's a great, powerful question for when you're working with somebody and they're doing something, or even your personal stuff. Like if you're working on mindless dribble and it's not really like watching, like yesterday I was watching Angels in the Outfield, 1950s movie or something like that. I just wanted to see it. It was interesting watching the old movie. And then you ask yourself, is this useful? Does this get you where you want? Does being upset about something, is that a useful feeling? Does that help you in any way? So it's a very powerful question. So when you're coaching people or talking to people and they're doing things that aren't very useful, ask them, is this useful to you? Then it's okay. Go ahead and do it. If it's not useful, what do you want to do? So, is it useful? It's a very powerful question to use when people are upset or going down a hole or complaining about something, and say, hey, you're complaining about it all day. Is this useful to you? Complaining about it, just like my boss sucks or the system's terrible or this is bad and all, is that useful? Is my job bad? My world, is that a useful mentality to be in, right? So that's the powerful question. Is it useful? The other last thing I want to cover, and this is going to be a short show, is closing stories. And the reason why I want to talk about that today, tomorrow I'm going to talk about a different topic. I'm going to talk about canceling sprints tomorrow. Closing stories. In this time of the pandemic and things come up and stuff, there's always stuff coming up. There's new issues that need to be addressed, right? One of the beauties of Scrum and sprints and thinking small is the idea of closing the story, closing the business value. All my years of managing projects, when I was a project manager, project engineer, building stuff, whatever, I always had the case where the government always would be like, they paying for it and they can close it down anytime they wanted to. Cancel the job, cancel the contract. But what I always designed my systems to be is that we were closed. Like if they decided, my customer decided to cancel stuff like tomorrow, I can take all the work we did and just hand it to them. And it's functional, fully functional. Here's a piece of product. Here, customer. I always left my customer in a good spot. They may make the decision whether or not they got to cancel the contract or because of the stuff in the pandemic, things going on. But I always gave them workable product that they can build off of if they wanted to restart or do something. I always left them in a good spot. Never do I leave half-finished work for my customer. And why do I do that? I want them to come back to me. I want them to come back and use my stuff. If I spent all this money and gave them nothing that's usable, why would that customer ever come back to you? Would you? Would you come back? Like if you worked on a roof and didn't finish it or whatever, or would you do that? No, you wouldn't. So same idea with stories and sprints. The beauty of the definition of done is that you got it done and it's deployable, has some business value. So if anything ever happened and maybe people got sick or couldn't do anything, the work they did was done. You could take that work, apply it, use it, make some revenue, bring some more revenue in, get people back to work. So it's very important to manage that done and get stuff to the point where it's really done so you can give it to your customers so they can get business value of it. It's not a question, well, I did half my page. You build them in a way, you build your pages, you build your websites, you build your tech, you build your customer base, you build your product in a way that they can use stuff when they leave. You don't leave it all half done. Like if you're doing carpentry work and you're building a room and you got 5 rooms to do, you make sure you got 1 room at least done that the customer can use and start thinking about the rest of it. You don't build the whole house and make it all half done because it's if something happened, rain, or you couldn't get there, or guys got sick, at least they have something they can use. They can take benefit of the work you did, so they want to bring you back. So always think about that. Don't do it half done, right? So with that, it is Wednesday. It's midweek. I don't know about you. It's been a long week for this, and it's going to be a short week because apparently Friday, where I work, we have off. So that's cool. But we will be here Friday. Friday morning, we'll do Fortune Cookie Friday on Friday. And I did find a couple cookies. I've been cleaning up the office. There's some cookies scattered around the place. So have fun. Enjoy your day. Do something good. Tell me if you got some collages. I would love to see people sharing their collages up on the website. Maybe I'll share mine, post it up that on LinkedIn from the other day. And have a great day. All right. Happy scrumming. Take care. Be nice. Be nice out there. And have fun. Bye.